Mildly distracted. Only mildly. Anyway, oh, hold on. Where is it? There it is. There it is. One thing I want to make sure, again, because I'm unsure off the top of my head. Okay. That works, more or less. These are more or less our points. The question is the size. Let's see, preferences, interface maybe? I have no idea how to change the, units here. I need to figure out how large I want the gemstones. Gosh. So 1 inch is 0.02.5 ish. Ah, I've been flashbanged by the fucking. Alright. Right. It's 0.02.5. That's 1 inch. Which, when looking at the total scale of this, is not at all what we want. So then, .5. Yeah. 7.5. Let me get the reference image again. We totally put the reference image in here. Oh wait, that's an idea. Editing materials. JPEGs. Where would I have saved this? Is it in other? It is in other. Can I put this in here? Yes. Issue being, it is way too big. Oh good, that's scaling it. The issue is that the circle's not quite the right size then. So that's what we're trying to make, and look at it, it is pretty darn close in like the angles are correct. So I go to the circle. Hardest part of something like this is actually like aligning things and getting it like centered. Which, as you can see, my drawing is pretty far off like actual geometrics. It makes me almost want to redo it. Because it's not really supposed to be a heptagon. Water. You are supposed to have, let me click so it stops trying to scale it. Because if I followed this, these would be out at a different angle. These would be at another different angle. And then there's the issue of these, which do not work the same as the other ones. Now these are roughly scaled, but it's also... I do have multiple versions of this, technically. If I look at other... I think that's the same one. I think... Is this one just rotated? It's got open GIMP, isn't it? Yep. This is the same one, just rotated. No, but it does have the same rough. I know you can't see this. Same rough idea. Starting soon one, while also a lot lower quality. Those might be a bit more embedded. Emotes. Do I have anything else with it? The banner, but that's... Yeah, I think what's on screen right now is more or less just the master image. Well, if there's a time to reinvent something, it's live on stream, right? Yeah, let's just do, like, the proper thing here, which... The technical proper thing is to... have a reference, which is going to be this. And you work it, and you work stuff out from the reference. Let me just make sure the distances are good. Two meters, more or less, to right about there, which is roughly where I want it. I can make this just a tad shorter. There. Let's see here. Hard to see these numbers against the as long as I pull them the same amount back and forth. At least ish. Doesn't have to be perfect. There. Okay. Trying to figure out some distances here in my head. Especially since this is in meters. So it's like, I'm American, goddammit. Fuck. What do these numbers mean? Fish. Ugh. Then if I... So I'm thinking with that might, like 12 might actually be the correct size here. Relatively, speaking to all this. The only difference is that I would want the lines that connect, like these bridging lines, to be a bit higher. So they're more, it's more like a cup for the gems to sock it into rather than just being kind of held on by nothing. Well, technically they're not held on by nothing, but it would make more sense the other way around. And these I might swing out a bit more. That's not a pure circle. Not like a 90-degree drop either. Alright, let's go into... Let's select that, go into edit mode. Ooh. Move these dots around. Right. These two down here I'm gonna have to figure out later. So what I feel like doing then is selecting that line and just the edges, because I still need the vertices, I just don't want the edges. Alright. So, those two. Just right. Put that on the green so it's visible. There are three fun parts to this, otherwise known as the three stages of making this thing. The first one is the actual modeling, which we're doing now. Then there's the coloring, and then there's the actual animations, because this is supposed to be a BRB screen, not just a weapon, the BRB screen. Alright, hold on, let me, how to recenter the origin. Recenter origin. Shift Control Alt C, perhaps the longest shortcut in Blender. Select origin to geometry. Select the object in object mode, right click, choose set origin. So let's go to object mode. That's not an option. Oh wait, no, set origin. Geometry to origin. Origin to geometry. So right about there. What I mainly care about is if, like, I go here, yeah, it's in line. If I go here, yeah, it's in line. Because I believe if I do a rotate command in the animation side of everything, it does it relative to the origin, you know? That or relative to a bone. And if I just put a bone in the center, it should be fine. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go with 12-ish. Another thing I could do is probably just copy paste the I could make one gem and then copy paste from one to the other. That just kind of line things up, I think, ish. May help. I'll worry about those two later. Alright, Nope. Wait, where did the image go? Oh, that's weird. If you're in the 3D view, it doesn't show. Interesting. All the measurements look to be in line, so that's good. Kind of see the lines. Oh, good. That's perfect-ish. That is at least a vertical line. What we're doing right now is the outline of the thing. They're supposed to be more like... actually, how do I want these? I think I've always had them as like more rupee type shape, you know, just... I think I explained it last stream what I might mean by that. So then... what is the size ratio of rupees? Hold on. Let's see here. Open new tab. I think Tears of the Kingdom Sprite would probably be the best option here. I have a measuring tape. I'm just going to use my screen. That's about 2 to there. Yeah, so that's about 75. So I think it's... that's a ratio of, that's a 1. It's hard to tell because I'm estimating, so then that would be a half. Yeah, it's more like a half. So, no. It's hard to tell. Or not to scratch my damn screen. You know what, let's just... It's gonna be easier if I just do it like this, isn't it? Me trying to... Alright, save image as. Throw it in fucking the one-times folder. I don't care where it goes, just so I can just import it. That's not File Explorer. File Explorer closed. Alright, I'm gonna throw this in here. Oh, it can only be added in object mode. Makes sense. Try this again. Whoa, that's a big boy. Alright. Now, absolute scale here doesn't matter. What I care about is relative scale. So that's 3.86. This is less of a measurement and more of a line. So with rough measurements, it's like 4. So it's 1 to 2 to 1. So I go back over here. So 12 divided by 4. No, divided by 3 is 4. Wait, am I doing this? Yeah, because that was 4. And then 1, 1, 2. So just multiply everything by 3. Yeah. So then that's 3, 3, and 6. Hold on. Is there a way... Oh. Let's see here. pivot point? No idea. Let's check, because what I want to do is make sure the it's vertical. The line we have here, which it's kind of not, so push them to shove will just good enough. Okay. Then if I go into there we go. Oh. And then if I try scale Z 0, yeah, that's going to fuck it up entirely. Alright, let's get the measurement back out. It's just optical illusioning me because these are now aligned. It's just, it doesn't look quite right because it's not in line with the lines. I can move it over. It's not hyper important, but whatever. Yeah, no, I did that right because it's a vertical. Because I don't care about the diagonal distance, I just care about the vertical distance. But changing that changes... Okay. So, anyways. So I need... some type of 6. And then that makes these ones 3-ish. Do I just keep the relative size of this? I might. I see. Now the problem is that I don't think that did anything. Fuck. Oh, I thought I meant my cursors. No, it merged down there. Okay. Control Z that. Alright. Best option may just be... Oh. Not that. And I don't need this line anymore. There we go. So now we have just a simple hexagon. Select all those. Y. Extrude. Fuck. Talking is hard. Hide the cone. I think what I will do... Mirror. The heck? Oh wait, no, that's not what I mean. Along the Z? Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, we'll have this modifier because it will just... Because front and back is harder to do. All right. Again, not perfect, but look at this thing. Look at this model. All right. There we go. Just a simple gem.
Bitches love cannons.
Oh, good for you.
Good job, T. You got me. Alright, so we have one gem here. No, we're not creating the meth. We're trying to make a new BRB screen, and to do that, I'm using Blender because we need a... I want a 3D model. Granted, we are making crystals, so take that as you will. Here we go. Also, now that we have this... Yeah, I think... No, this is not the Infinity Stones. So, I think what I'm going to do is just... leave these vertices here, because I don't really need those. What I can do is select these... Control C. Copy 0 selected objects. I've been flashbanged again. Blender, copy, paste vertices. Select slow. Shift D, that's why. Shift D, G, the fuck? Okay, so it won't easily let me copy paste again. I just have to C D. I think. Oh, I'm hitting control. My brain is flat. Okay, that's all in place. Well. Bring up the measurements again. Yeah, that one's a bit flat. That one's also does need to be different, technically. So, alright. Go back here. I'll think I'll... Words are hard. I think I'll meddle with that in a bit. Nope, that's the measurement tool. So I do want to change how these are, I think. I'm thinking... maybe not quite vertical. Drink. God, I love this new water bottle. The only issue with the water bottle is that the straw, because it's completely removable, will drop down, so that it's right up against the bottom of the thing, and it's hard to drink from it, but other than that, it's great. Because this goes straight down. The worst part is I'm thinking, but there's no words tied to what I'm thinking, so it's hard to speak during all this. I don't want. I want it to link back to the main arm here. I still want that. It's just having it hang off of here does not seem right. I don't want to go full, just mirror this down here and have it just be another straight arm. I don't want that. Could move it somewhere more like here. Rotate it vertically. I do like that. I think the gem itself is too large, but I do not want to scale those two down. Why am I basing this off of purely the lines? Because this is going to change. This is a bit different. It's going to come across through the centers of these. That's an idea. I'd have to do these differently, like I'd have to do this, the center one, differently. But that is an idea. I actually think I quite like that idea. Okay, that just means needing to make another different model for the stones. If I can zoom in. There we go. I do have a starting point. So, let me think. It would basically just be... same thing, but it'd be this, but flipped, kinda. You know, I think I know how I can do this. Unselect, I'm gonna select these, leave the vertices, there we go. Go into 3D space, perfect. Because what I'm going for is this. Just this half gem. The sideways. Slightly out of rotation. There we go. Probably as best as I'm going to get it. Go back to our working area. We do have the problem. Now we just have half a gem. Oh, hi. Person Torkoid's waving. I don't even know how to say her name, but hello. So let's extrude this way. It's going to look incorrect for a bit. Trying to get this roughly same length. There. Right about there. Alrighty. So now we just have those points floating. We don't want the internal structure here. I think that kind of broke it. Yeah, it broke the face of it. Yeah, I think that's the mirror one I'm looking at or something. Yeah, because there's a mirror line. Okay. So back to vertices. And something else got selected that shouldn't have been. There we go. Kinda. How the hell? I thought, try that again. There we go. Line slightly bothers me, but that's only because we're in wireframe. Like, if I go into object mode, it should just... Yeah, it's flush. So it's just because it's, with the wireframe that's bothering me. And the weird, stuff with the mirror modifier, technically. Trying not to accidentally, select things that would cause problems. There we go. There we go. Now we have sideways gem modeled using the mirror modifier. That should be everything, yeah. So, 45. Negative 45. Come down here. I'm thinking more like a claw type attachment-ish. And then this, out the back, it can come and be a bit more rounded. The hard part again is going to be getting like a fucking circle. I think I can figure it out. I'm gonna also just add a mesh or something. I can combine meshes, I believe, one way or the other. I think I'll figure that out later. For now... put this like right here. And it's break time. Ugh. Cash. And we are back. So I got those two figured out. This guy. Because contrary to quote-unquote popular belief, if I was more popular, I'm guessing just based on just how I think people would think, oh, it's the same on the other side. It's not. There are two different gems in the center, technically. I've just never drawn the backside of it. So technically, I need to... just select... oh, no, I got all of them. Y, G... purely just along the X. I'm looking at the size difference here. This is a larger gem in general, but I think it works. So now what I need to do is grab the outside of it, which is the more difficult part. There we go. My neck itches. Go here. Extrude along the X. And then scale, Shift X, I think. Trying to make sure those are like roughly the same. I haven't moved incorrectly. So yeah, Shift X was the right one. So scale, Shift X, leave it more. That's better. Y. Yeah, probably about as good as it's going to get. And then cap that off. Might move them in a bit more. Something like that. Having them touching is technically too close. Maybe like that. Oh. Part of me keeps wanting to try and move things with right click. Okay. Which way's the front? This is the front, because that's where all the vertexes are. get rid of these two. Okay. I'm thinking right now, because that point is along the zero for the Z. So if I extrude from just the Z, I don't know. Oh god. Couldn't tell how fucking far it was going. There we go. Now that we have those two, select this line. Delete that. Okay, so we just have a V here. Those are about 1, 2, 3, 4. How far out is... It's about 1 in that direction. Well, depending on how it's zoomed in. So at this distance, that's like that. That's 4 from the center, all the way back up. The best things in Blender is that the mouse loops. This is about 2. I don't want... because that would make it larger. I don't want it larger, so... Oh, wait. No, because, yeah. Four works in this direction. Not so much in this direction, so I could move them out. Since it is supposed to be... or it's supposed to be a staff. So you're supposed to hold it, so it's supposed to be more circular. I think it works. So, yeah. Well, it does give me more circular room here. more meat to work with when it comes to the connecting rods. I think it works. Let's go back down here. Now the question of how do I get just one more division between each of these? So I could do a new edge from these lines. Is that even a square? How's that not a square? One, two, three. Oh. Gotta explain why it's not a fucking square. There we go. That's more square. Square. Octagon? Yeah, octagon. That's the shape this is supposed to be. What the fuck are the angles of an octagon? Eight angles. 135. Okay. You know, a better way to do this would be with the mirror one. So I want it flatter. Doing it that way will change that angle. That does change this angle. Angle between two edges. Viewport overlays. I do not know what they're talking about. So right now, this should be just about 90. That's 90. How do I select a measurement? I want to fucking select a measurement to fucking delete. Because now I have two. That makes more sense. I have to fucking... whatever. Select one of the endpoints. Now that's 146. Oh, these angles are so touchy. Right. That one's good, which by theory... Which in theory would mean this is also good. Yep. Why did I not do this? Ta-da. I am an idiot. Alright. There we go. More or less to a point. Doesn't need to be high quality. Or high resolution, rather. Get a bit pointier. Next issue is technically it is not a wide enough base. Because it needs to... Actually, it doesn't need to encompass it. I think I just always drawn it as encompassing it. Oops. I can always rescale down the center gem. Doesn't need to be bigger. Oh yeah, that's right. Technically, they can shapeshift. Well, size morph, whatever you want to call it. Gosh. Let's make it thinner than the other ones, though, because I just scaled it like that. It's not hard to fix that. There we go. And the hard part here is actually getting everything like connected and put together, more or less. Okay. I know those are all like in their own little areas, but hmm. That actually works rather well, I think. Oh, no, you see, it's clipping right there. Go to where it doesn't clip. Also shows you how fucking sloppy this all is, because it's not at all aligned. Pretty sure if I had A, the knowledge I had when I made this fucking thing, and B, more practice in Blender, this would probably be a whole lot better, but extrude this along the Z so we have some faces to actually see here. How does this look from the other side? Probably, it theoretically looks the exact fucking same because it's a mirror fucking image. It would be better if I actually had my camera on and not the VTuber model, just me with the dejected look, just sniffing the microphone. Like, what the fuck are you doing, sir? Don't worry about it. I'm worried about it. Alright. Stabilized stroke. Interesting. How do I erase annotations? Ambient human Peepo DJ. That is a very fun emote, I like it. Blender erase annotation. Alright, that's how you erase it. You hold D and then right click. Makes sense, kinda. I mainly just wanted a straight line. Can't tell if this is actually a straight line or not. I think it is. Yeah, that's a straight line. You see, there's a bit of a conundrum, at least with the horizontal ones. Actually not lined up all that, horizontally. Yeah, because those are straight lines. Yep, I forgot to hold shift. So I move it down a box, it'll be roughly, at least a bit more even. Thinking is also having this cover cover the side here and do roughly the same thing. So I'd want it like at least somewhat even. Maybe just a bit above. So that'd be right there. Something like that. That's a fairly straight line. This one just runs just above the line, if not on it. Which we'll put it right about there, which more or less what we want. Oops. Might be a better idea. Would be to bring this over here. Get things aligned this way. I'm going to extrude this way, mainly just so I have some visuals. Nope, do not select that. So, minus the top. Yeah, that holds it perfectly, kinda. Up a bit. With the whole thing. Oops. The whole thing. With the whole thing up a bit. So I think it's too small.
Bitches love cannons.
Good job, T. You got me. Yeah, it's just a wee bit too small. T, what is with your obsession with illegal materials? Why not? Okay. Try saying that to the cops. You totally can, but I don't think it's going to help you very much. Oh, does it? I feel that. You do something to it, or is it just being a dick? Don't know. Okay. Maybe you did something, maybe you didn't. What the hell? One, you go to class and ask the girl out. Two, you don't skip class. Okay, T, if you want to go to bed, have a good night. No idea what happened here to cause that to be misaligned like that. It's technically based on the image. That works. But we're kind of a bit away from the image at this point. Hard part's linking all these things up. Because I could just do this how it is now with the ring and the things barely fitting in them. Hmm. Maybe if I should come back to this. Because technically, this does do the job I want to do. It doesn't need to be how I was planning on doing it from here to here. It can go from these-ish. Kinda. Yeah. Generating geometry when you're just an idiot like me, it's rather difficult to actually figure out how to, what you're doing. Especially curves. Curves are hard. Ugh. Trying to remember how I made this. I know I smoothed out the head, I think, or something weird. It's all about face loops and things like that. A face loop is basically just like, you have a face, you go to an edge, and you just gotta follow the edges in a circle. Bad geometry, kinda meanders and loops around, because you're not supposed to have like pentagrams and hexagrams, pentagons, hexagons. It's supposed to be quads and tris. Mainly quads. I think this is mainly quads. Alright, so what I'm thinking here was more in line with that. Oh, that's one. That's another way. Just add a bit of extra flair. Do kind of want to keep the geometry separate. I'll make the geometry separate for coloring later. I don't think it's going to matter too much in motion. Something like that. That is more of a holder. And if I just select these, bring them over this way. The tapering, oh, that is actually very nice. I like that. The tapering is a lot less noticeable. did give me a bit of a problem here. A bit of Z fighting. Yeah, let's select both of them. That's the other problem with having things so close together like that. There we go. Kinda. I think it's worse when I zoom out because it's just trying to draw them. I don't think it's actually... Yeah, it's nowhere near clipping for that. Again, our next problem doesn't fit. And those have done the thing again. Because of how I'm scaling it. Issue is scaling it like that does not fully fix the issue, because if I go Y, yeah, it's still very much clipping. And what I'm thinking is up here. merge those two together. There we go. So then, theoretically at least. Oh, right, we didn't lower the other one. What you do is put that all the way out there, so it's still in line. It's just over here for right now. Oh god, has it been an hour already? Jeez. Lower those to be in line with that line. And then just delete the vertice, which will delete the line. It's good to me. And break time. I should save. Alright. Back to it. Ah. Bit of a problem. Nothing a bit of geometry won't solve. There we go. I may try to fill the gaps like later. Now I'm just trying to make things not clip and not have issues like this. We don't want to scale Y0 because that just brings them together. Okay, we're getting there. Again, nothing has to be perfect. They can always just look doofy as shit. Behold, a cross. Again, the fun part comes connecting these to the center here. Somehow. I have a rough idea. I'll need more lines. So, yeah, there's geometry in here that's now pointless. I forgot to hold shift. Nope, no. You are good geometry. Everything in here is geometry that can be deleted. There we go. Now we just have circles. Alright. Does look a bit better without the wireframe. I'm gonna do the same thing I just did with the top one with the these. These are also gonna be fun because those are different. And then another fun part comes from, I need a curve or just some, I may just do straight lines because this is low poly. Who needs curves when you have straight lines? Either way. Hard part here is getting this like perfectly. Blender. Move diagonally. Sides of the cylinder, drawn arrows. Interesting. Not exactly what I'm looking for. That doesn't lock me into this plane. I can't guarantee a 45-degree angle. But I could do. Yeah, even that's technically not a straight line. Oh well. Then I just move this and try to do that.
Bitches love cannons.
You got me there, goddamn. What type of angle do I have on these? Oh, there should be a click button like somewhere on the other side of the screen. Right, all over that way. I can't reach far enough. My hand goes out of the camera frame and then the model's hand goes outside. It should be in the bottom right. Something like that. Just bring this in here. Excuse me. Okay, that looks good. Again, the still a annotate thing. Nope, nope. Okay, there we go. So far, so good. Now for this. I grabbed the right thing. The hell? That's fair. The fuck? Okay. I must have accidentally double extruded here. Um... That way I wanted to rotate. That works. So I do Nate. Yep. I know this looks funky as shit, but I don't know where these came from. Well, I have an idea, but now we just have these fuckers over here. GY9. And we're back where we started, without having extra lines that decide everything's stupid. It's all so stupid. How well does that line up? Oh, that lines up fairly well. Let's see. Blender. We'll cut. Not in middle. There we go. Hmm. That's a bit too concave for my likings. It looks a bit wonky, but this whole thing is going to look fucking wonky. Because I'm making it. And I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. But it's coming out. So it's at least doing something. I'm sure once I get color on this, it'll look mildly better. Like I said in the low elo shenanigans video, with low quality assets we made at home. mid art of a brain damaged man. I know you put mild, but mid. Oops, I forgot to click. This section is feeling a bit too wide. Okay, is there a way to move a vertice along an edge? Select the vertex, edit mode, press G twice. Slide mode, okay. There we go, that's a good way to thin that out without affecting too much of the other geometry. These are still going to be the problem, and then there's these. And then there's coloring, and we've actually gotten farther than I thought we would have. And I should also add just some insert bevels to prevent the inside clipping. Yeah, that's why. You think if the metaverse ever caught on, the 3D modeling would be easier or harder? I feel like it'd be a bit easier, but also harder at the same time. Hey, that's just a vertical line, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. Now I need an edge loop. Okay. Got those kind of figured out. Water. I'm so glad that, because the straw that came with the new water bottle I bought is metal, because I wanted a metal straw. But because it keeps getting, it slides itself down, like it doesn't stay put when, like, it'll just slowly slide down. So that it eventually hits the bottom, and then if I go to take a drink, it doesn't. Because of the area, it's harder to suck water in than if it was just like a little bit away from the wall, the bottom of the bottle. So I'm glad it came with like this metal tip thing that you just put over the top of it so you can bite down on it and pull it up a bit instead of having to like use your other hand or bite into the metal. It's neat. Also probably easy to clean. A lot easier to clean than the fucking my old water bottle. Okay. So we gotta get... well... I like biting metal, but you shouldn't bite metal. It's not good for your teeth. I remember chewing on coat zippers. So we gotta get these connected, and then I gotta connect them all to each other. Connecting them all to each other is the next hard part. I'm thinking 2 loop cuts to get me started on both of these. For the main one, I have an idea that I might do. Again, the hard part here is getting like a curve. I could do straight lines because this is very minimal geometry. Like, if I select all this, oh, I can't tell, can I? Select it. I was hoping to be able to tell how many fucking nodes or vertexes I had. There's probably somewhere I can tell, but either way, there's not a lot going on here, so I could probably just get away with a straight line or something. Just start with the edges first. Nope, nope, don't do that. Nope, nope. I wonder. Modifier, generate, where is it? I think it's this one. Automatic subdivision of surface. So it's a bit smoother. What the fuck is going on here? You really see it just... Wait. Gems get a whole lot smaller. They don't even sit in the thing anymore, like... And then this... I don't know where the fuck this comes from with that. I may fuck with the subdivision modifier after we, get most of the, shit done. I don't know where it's getting that. Either way. Alright. Firstly, deselect those so I'm not just looking at orange. I do think I want another line. Just like through that. Maybe just come out of here. Yeah, that's what I thought that did. That extruded it perpendicular to the face. mean, that does work. Just simple. Doesn't need to be too extra fancy. Yeah, it does have geometry on the inside, which technically isn't good, but eh. I'll probably do a bunch of cleanup before we actually do anything. What does this look like with the subdivision modifier? Why does it do that? I don't know why it does that. It's also fucking with it's so low poly that it doesn't know what to do with it. Like, is
You
that...
fucked up.
I didn't do shit. No, that's just the shadows. That's not like the inside of it. But I don't know why it like makes these weird outcrops when nowhere near. That's that place changes to simple. Huh, probably because it's on the weird option. Very smooth. You're not supposed to fuck with the subdivision modifier. I forget why it exists. I think it's for like when you do sculpting or something like that. I honestly forget. Let's get another 2 loop cuts here. Put them rather close. There we go. What does that do with the subdivision modifier on? Adds weird... It's probably just because it's so low poly. Do I actually want it to just go to a point? That's my next question here. Maybe I don't. Because they're more like... Trying to figure out what I'm going for here, because I had this idea and I kind of like it. I think they're supposed to be more like holders. Actually kind of works. Hmm. Am I putting way too much effort into a piece that doesn't really matter? Yes. Is that how we kind of do things around here? Also, yes. Give it a little bit of X mirroring, see how that looks. There we go. Make it a bit thicker so it's not just a dainty little thing. That doesn't look like it's about to snap off at any given moment. sure I'm doing it the same as I did over here. Ish. I have 2 corners on each, one pointing out, and then one just kind of this one, making it a bit more of a square. That's an idea. But for now, that should be enough. Save. Fuck. Yeah. Next week, we should be able to at least get, definitely at least get these two connected. These two connected, then these. I think we'll definitely be able to get those 3. Then we'll have to figure out this, and subsequently that. Probably fix some geometry, then it's coloring, and then it's animating. For now, looking pretty alright. How does this look with the subdivision modifier, like up here? See, that's why you don't turn on the subdivision modifier. It does weird shit to your geometry. Like, what is that? That's not even connected to the gem. Like, the gem looks better, less pointy and shit, but also doesn't fit in the thing anymore. I just continue to increase it. Yeah, no idea. Yeah, good progress today. Very good progress. Save, close, end screen. Do a quick check. Yeah, it's more or less what I expected. Anyways.